If it was going to be on YouTube from the beginning, it should have been on YouTube from the beginning. You can't allow us to put in 2 years of work in promoting YouTube and in working those channels and then take a year break to go to Twitch to start all over.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
When you put it like that, it makes
no sense. That actually makes no
I haven't even
sense.
thought of it like
We're
that.
getting thrown around right now, gentlemen.
Yeah, just tossed.
Just fucking tossed. Where are we going to end up? Who the fuck knows?
knows?
Please stay on Twitch.
Busy summer ahead? With Factor, you can skip the grocery store trip and the chopping, prepping, and cleaning as well. And eat fresh, never frozen meals in just 2 minutes. Get 50% off your first box with code OpTic50 at factormeals.com/optic. Enjoy the podcast.
Welcome to OpTic Podcast, episode number 127. Do want to thank Factor. You guys saw the nice little. Can we talk really? Let's just jump into it, okay? Because we are recording this absolutely live at the moment, as the news just came out that was leaked by Deserto Esports that says that Activision. Let me bring it up, Matt. I want to read it word for word. So what it says here. Can we see the tweet, Matt? Thank you for the article. The tweet says, the Call of Duty League is signing a new YouTube exclusivity deal starting for the 2023-2024 Call of Duty League season. Sources have told Deserto. The Call of Duty League will broadcast exclusively on YouTube for 2 years. Now, I had to come out and defend Activision on this one because this is simply not true. Next week, as we sit here today, next week, right before Champs, I don't know which day of the week. I think it's early in the week. We have an owners meeting in which we're going to discuss whether or not we are going to be doing this. Mm-hmm. So I am here to say that from what I know, this is untrue. Although the conversation is still going on, is not necessarily the truth, because next week, all of the owners are going to be meeting there and we're all going to be saying our part. My contention, my thoughts is that if we move from Twitch,
We're toast.
That shit's gonna die.
We're fucking toast.
Huh? Yeah.
And I need you to let me know if any of the owners in that meeting raise their hand for this deal. Yeah, let's do it.
I will never call out.
Publicly out them.
Yeah, let's just like fucking, like, you know how the COD burger was
said
leaking
yes.
rosters? I'm leaking owners. Saying, yeah, this guy said this. Fucking Ultra wants this.
This guy's sick.
Yep. LAG put their hat in for this.
So they're doing this for the money though? To like pay y'all back?
Listen, to pay what?
To pay like the orgs back for like the investment?
See, that's a good question, but I don't think so. We haven't gotten to those discussions. There was also something that came out yesterday that the money was given back for OWL.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that? Yeah. So whether that happens
Coming soon
whether that happens with Call of Duty or not, like, I don't know. But the fact that they're making these sort of
Let me tell you what's gonna happen if it goes to YouTube. Let me tell
step by step it, man.
All right, the game's going to drop. Everyone's going to be hype. Everyone's going to be streaming on Twitch. Everyone's going to have inflated viewership. They're all going to be loving that shit. Kickoff tournaments, pubs. Everyone's going to be grinding for Dark Matter, whatever the fucking exclusive camo is for camos, all that good stuff. S&D, whatever. Everyone's going to be playing that shit. First event's going to roll around. 100,000 viewers. Minimum. Guaranteed. And then slowly but surely, it's going to trickle on off. End of the year, 15,000 viewers for league matches.
As it was before.
Correct.
Like, I just don't understand that we have
after Major 1, it's gonna
these people with lots of money invest for 10 years. This is not a quick turnaround, money grab for these investors. Like, this is a long play for them. So for them to make that decision so early is just not what it is. So I don't think that's real.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, I don't think that's real at all.
The thing is,
you can sacrifice a lot of things for revenue. The eyeballs are not one of them.
The thing
you
is,
lose your moneymaker.
I was gonna say, they haven't really mentioned watch parties, and I'm sure that those won't go anywhere. But if they make us do it on YouTube only, I mean, that's definitely a thing. But I mean, we've already talked about it.
Viewership's going to, if the watch party's on YouTube by default.
I don't know, because there's two options. If watch parties are a thing, you either watch the full thing on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which I think would still get decent,
would do good, but Twitch is the esports viewing platform.
Or we full face cam, cover up like 70% of the screen. Yeah,
it would ruin
on Twitch.
It would ruin it would actually fuck everything.
It would fuck everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like this year's been pretty solid. Obviously,
This year's been great
with the watch
viewership-wise.
parties. Yeah, I mean, Champs, we haven't even seen Champs yet and what the viewership's going to look like at Champs. But, I mean, we've broken records at, like, our major. Like, records were broken. Like, if there was a perfect storm where we kind of talked about on the last podcast, we got a good Call of Duty, like a good out-of-the-box competitive Call of Duty on top of the infrastructure that we have right now. I mean, we could be looking at, you know, potentially another golden era age for Call of Duty where viewership's high. I mean, we've just been waiting on like a good COD. And
For decades.
This will
like if we had a good COD this year,
Imagine Black Ops 4.
dude, if we had a good COD this year, it would be fucking insane. It doesn't matter about the structure of the league, all that stuff, which there are obviously improvements that could be made. If we had a good COD this year, it still would be doing crazy. And it's still doing good right now. But that paired with what we have now would just send it. But if this happens, I see bad things in the near future.
I mean, if they somehow allow Twitch watch parties, it'll be okay. Like if it's
There's no way.
There's no way.
We'll have more viewers than the league.
yeah, I know it doesn't make sense. But if they were to find a compromise there,
the reg.
I see people defending
the
this.
regular.
I see people defending this on Twitter.
You see people defending this on Twitter? Who?
I see people that I grew up with defending this shit
No,
on Twitter.
no shot.
That have been with us since day
I
one.
want fucking names.
And
'cause
I'm all for making revenue, but I think this should be like
You
the
don't
last,
understand.
the last case scenario.
You don't understand. Okay, and I'm going to tell you right now.
Me or them?
You.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this. This revenue that you talk about.
Yeah.
We've seen what the proposal is.
Well, Nadeshot tweeted that it's not a lot.
You're saying the money from this deal?
Yeah.
Okay. it's not
Nadeshot
worth-
tweeted it's like he said the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Correct.
That's what Nadeshot said. And
Well,
we will be
he
seeing Nadeshot this
famously-
weekend.
For his bachelor party, famously, his favorite movie is The Girl Next Door, and that's what I think the ending quote was the
Was the juice worth the squeeze?
Like, why not try?
Absolutely.
Why not try other shit first? Like, why not like try
Kick?
to like? No, not kick. Okay, I saw people debating like paywalls, like paying to watch. We have a very young fan base. What do you think about something where like?
I think you're wrong on that.
No, but like, just hear me out. What do you think? And I'm asking all you guys, like, just your opinion, because I don't even know how I feel about it. Let's say there's a $5, or it's free to watch like 720p, and if you want to watch 1080p and have like exclusive content and shit, it's $5 a month.
Yeah, I mean, it's like MLG TV. MLG TV did that.
People would not like that.
They
People
wouldn't
did
like
not
it,
like
but I mean,
that.
to be fair, there has to be money made, and this is not the answer. This is the
Let-
the
I
end
feel
all
like there's
be
a
all.
disconnect in esports, especially with like the fan base. It's like people don't really look at esports as like a business and a profitable thing that needs to be profitable. And when you start throwing shit on like that, it's like people get outraged, but
It's
at
necessary.
the, the same time, like
you have to make money.
yeah, it's an interesting one because esports, like, it's not.
We get lumped up in esports because we compete in esports. But from the beginning of time, if you go back and look at the podcast from way back in the fucking houses, you will hear me say the words that OpTic is a media company that happens to be really, really good at esports, right? But our motto from the beginning,
Logan Roy.
no.
Roman, Connor, Kendall,
Hugo.
Roman, Hugo. That's fucking
Hugo, Siobhan,
insane. Shiv.
Kendall,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Wait, we're talking
Kendall.
about good night.
Romulus.
Serious question. Would y'all both retired if it wasn't on Twitch right now? Like if they didn't change it mid-season or whatever it was?
Well, no, you're not retiring. If that's what you're asking.
Oh,
Are you saying like
Like he's asking you, it's like, if you were me, would you retire if it goes to YouTube?
No.
Yeah.
no? He's asking if the infrastructure wasn't the way it was, would I have retired?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then obviously like
I think this is more of a reason to retire. Try to because if we
not because the players, like the good players, will still,
Play for the love of the game.
and also
Well,
the salaries.
the good
Like
players.
he's on a 3-year. I know that.
I think
But,
salary.
like,
Yeah, okay. Listen, I think
You
besides,
letting him put your business out there like that?
I think
everyone already knows that.
I think
that
this
boy's
is
on
the year.
lockdown. But
We've heard every year salaries are going down. I actually think this is the year where salaries will be adjusted.
Yes.
They have to be.
Yes.
And it's
Eh,
like
eh.
right here, I see, sure, if you're a top player in the CDL, you'll keep making big money for, what do you say?
he's loving this.
I was like, and not yours.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, if you're a top player, you'll still make big money for the next couple of years, but like, where's the longevity? Like, if that viewership is dying, I don't know.
And I'll tell you what.
as
He
long
wouldn't
as
get paid what he gets paid if we weren't able to monetize what we do. or we weren't able to supplement in tandem some of the stuff that we do that pairs up with that, right? Like, so I understand why some organizations are willing to do that because they haven't been able to figure out a way to monetize their fan base.
Yeah.
Now, if they do this is for a surefire way to not be able to ever monetize your audience, because if we would have never gone back to Twitch, then maybe I can see a world in which, you know, this is a YouTube thing, so we're with YouTube and we're building the YouTube audience. But the fact that we paused that to go back to Twitch for a year to prove to ourselves that it is the better platform for Call of Duty esports and Warzone, then I don't know what it is. But you know what? As I always say, operating a business like Activision is like asking me to figure out a way to go to the moon.
I mean, YouTube one day can compete with Twitch. They're just not there. I mean, I watched the CDL every single weekend when we were on YouTube, and I had to search it every single time. Like, you would think that someone who watches the CDL every single weekend, when I open up YouTube and CDL is live, it should be the first thing I see. So discoverability is not there. The chat isn't as good, and it's just not the hub. Like,
well, people like
if you're looking for an esports event, you go to Twitch.
Well, people like YouTube though, which I agree. This feature's nice. Like,
yeah,
it's all in one place. Like, if you want to go back and rewatch a situation, you can just click on the thing or go back 10 seconds. Which that's like the only benefit that I see from YouTube. And maybe I don't know how the quality is on YouTube. I obviously don't stream on it, but I think you can push a little bit better of a bitrate on YouTube. Which is also nice. It's nice for the viewers that are already there, because they're like, you know, they will like that. But then, like Zinni said, imagine the amount of new eyes that come through, like on Twitch when we're doing our watch party, or they're going to the main CDL stream for drops.
I see people in my recommended that I've never once clicked on their stream ever. I don't know what realm of esports or entertainment they're in, but they're on my screen in the recommended tab just because they have viewers or they're trending or whatever it may be. Like,
on where? On what platform?
On Twitch.
Okay,
like the discoverability is just there. Like, you could actually discover other streamers in different communities just based on the way the website is laid out.
Yeah. I think selfishly it's bad. I mean, people are going to say, like, you just want it for the watch party, which, I mean, yeah, the watch party is fucking great, but it's also so good for not just us, but everybody. And I think,
what do you think justifies player salaries? What do you think justifies high-end events and traveling to cool locations? And, like, it's all eyes. And if you lose the eyes, you lose everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, like, revenue is important, but I don't think revenue is more important in the short term than having the people watching. Because, like, the way I see it, and I'm naive when it comes to the business of it, I'm not in the Activision board. I don't know how it actually works, but we see growth for the first time in years, like actual good, consistent growth. You would think that, especially, I mean, talking about $1 billion company, like a company that if they wanted to eat the cost and let this thing ride for a second,
you don't become a mega billion. Multi would be like $3 billion. They just sold for 69.
69.
That's mega.
Billion.
Who sold?
So
Activision selling to Microsoft.
So for
which would be good because that means that our championship rings are going to look like the Halo ones instead of like the fucking pieces of shit that you put a quarter down and you just fucking twist the knob.
You would think that you would be down to eat the cost and like just let it ride out in the short term just to see where it can go. Because, dude, the way I think of it is the YouTube deal, if anything, would only be bigger in a year or two when we have more consistent viewership. Like, I don't understand the panic move. I'm not sure if they're trying to prove revenue. I'm not sure.
No.
I think it got looped in with a bigger deal.
Yes.
They were like, they're getting a discount because
cloud services.
Yeah, cloud services. They're like, okay, we'll throw in the CW or CDL and Overwatch. We'll just throw that in.
For a second because a lot of people probably don't know what we're talking about.
All right, go ahead.
So, and you can, I mean, from what I know, there's a cloud services deal where I've heard two different things. I heard that what they're trying to do is in order for the Microsoft deal to go through, they're using Google's. So Microsoft has their own cloud services. Like they have their own. But they're going to use Google's for a few years to prove to like the SEC or the government that they're not monopolizing, or there's some reason
they've already done that in the past. The first YouTube deal with Overwatch.
Yeah.
I think it was like 90 mil. I don't remember what the report said. It was 90 mil, but it was also part of like a bigger cloud services thing back in 2019, 2020. So it's already happened. It's already been done. So it's a continuation of that. So it can't be that. But you're on the right track. It's just not what you're saying right now.
I heard they're getting like a big discount on like
Yes.
on like cloud services or something by looping in the CDL. But it's
Yeah,
like,
I've
dude,
heard.
there is no way the CDL is that fucking important to loop into that deal. Just keep that one out. We're gonna keep CDL over here. You can take World Series of Warzone. What else do you want? Map packs, camos, all yours. We keep the CDL. But I don't know. Yeah, apparently it's like a cloud. It's honestly probably a lot more complex than I can explain or that I actually know. But the end all be all is that it's the wrong move for Call of Duty esports.
Agreed.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. As a passionate owner of Call of Duty, this is a reminder to all you kids out there who say Hex doesn't know shit about Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty since 2005. It is more my game that sometimes it is the developer. I've dedicated my life to it because it changed my life, and I love the game of Call of Duty. Call of Duty 2, my shit. 2J in Tunisia, my shit.
Sucks, dude.
What?
We all love it and it like changed our lives, but we're forced to like, for the most part, speak negatively because decisions being made aren't great. But the truth is we're all here because of Call of Duty and we all love Call of Duty and we're passionate and pissed because we want to see it thrive and we want to see the next generation like you want to be the next Methods.
Yeah.
What's funny?
You had me at hello?
You just had me spit.
What?
And can't really chime into this one, guys, because
He's on that contract.
he's on that contract still.
And they'll
And they
lock you
will
down.
come. They will come.
That's one
will
email.
come.
On that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they will come.
But yeah, so it's essentially that. What we get out of that though doesn't make sense, right? So there's a deal that was made, and again, I don't know the specifics, and if I did, I don't think that I would say it just because none of y'all business. But it's not as enticing as it would if it made financial sense for everyone. Then I think that everybody would be more willing to just go with it and explore it, right? But there can't be this half step into all right. The CDL and Overwatch is it was a collaborative sort of deal, right? Like they both have to be in it. But let's remove the OWL out of it because I think it's doesn't matter at this point. But if Call of Duty was on YouTube from the beginning of the CDL for a 2-year exclusivity period, and then they went back to Twitch so that they can cut a better deal, or they just went to Twitch because the deal hadn't been done, and they did a non-exclusive streaming with YouTube and Twitch where none of the media rights were sold, which is where we're at right now. Like that is not what we should have done. If it was going to be on YouTube from the beginning, it should have been on YouTube from the beginning. You can't allow us to put in 2 years of work in promoting YouTube and in working those channels and then take a year break to go to Twitch to start all over.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
When you put it like that, it makes
no sense. That actually makes no
I haven't even
sense.
thought of it like
We're
that.
getting thrown around right now, gentlemen.
Yeah, just tossed.
Just fucking tossed. Where are we going to end up? Who the fuck knows?
knows?
Please stay on Twitch.
Yeah, and for those who think like he was saying, the only way that we, and I don't think that they would allow you to do like you be like your stream, your watch party is so big that they wouldn't even allow you to do it that way. Like there would be no CDL IP on the screen at all.
There's gonna
Your stream is too big, so there can't be a single score line, a number, nothing. It has to be all recreated by Riley, or it has to be something else.
But why? Because
Hear me out.
Don't they loop all viewership as one? Scump, Zuma,
Yes.
whoever else is watch partying,
Yeah.
COD League,
Which is why it's a mandate that you cannot not have the stream on camera at all
yeah.
times.
But what I'm saying is they're losing a lot of numbers that they give to potential sponsors and whoever in those meetings when they say, "Oh, we had this many concurrent viewers and this was our peak viewership." They lump everybody
Yeah.
together, and if they get rid of that, then they're just promoting their own viewership, and then by default, they're going to get less money
No.
from sponsors because the viewership is going to be lower.
It will be by mid-season. There will be 20,000 people watching league matches, 30 to 35 watching ours.
We need to learn fucking Chinese, buddy.
You guys are going to China. I will say this. I forgot to do this at the beginning of this discussion, but I want to make sure that everybody watching this understands that the league itself, let's say that this one is the league, and then there are employees that are sitting there, right? Let's say these are all the employees that work for the league. They have no say in what the decisions of the big corp has to say. It comes from up here, and then it trickles all the way down to lawyer, then ops, and then it goes to the league, and then the league then disperses the message. And so I want to make sure that you understand that the people that are working on the league, some of them, from what I've heard, are upset at the fact that we worked so hard on this, and this thing is going in such the right way that they themselves were a little bit upset at the fact. I'm not going to say no names because I'm not trying to get anyone fucking fired, right? But there is. It's not the league's decision. And another, when we say the league, we're talking about the decision of Activision. So I think from here on out, we have to say Activision instead of the league, because the league, I think, has the best interest of the league, because they too are passionate about the league, and they too have. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
What is the reason that I guess Activision is so desperate for a short term? Like,
they're not. No.
They're not. So I don't understand. Like, you would think.
Want that cash.
I'm not sure if this is a crazy mentality. We talked about it before. Like, Call of Duty esports, especially with multiplayer being like not as popping as it used to be. You have other games competing now.
Yeah.
You would think that esports would be like a viable path for like parents to put their children in, like actually let them play video games and like keep Call of Duty thriving. I'm not sure if that's like a thing that makes sense at all. It's kind of like, I'm not sure how many people we get from that, but wouldn't you like do everything you can to make this thing thrive, to like have that added layer of like knowing people are going to watch and play multiplayer? Like, why is it so wishy-washy?
They already do that. They release ranked in March because they want people to come back to it. That's why they do it.
Yeah, but that what I'm saying is, why don't they want this thing to grow consistently, like, and put everything you have into it? I guess is my question.
Warzone rank.
I think we've always gotten like a half-assed effort, I think, from like the top dog. Like, we've always gotten like
not from the league or the developers of the game.
Well, that's another problem. There's a huge problem with developers and Activision, and there's no consistency across the three developers. So, like I've always said, I think the right person needs to walk into the right room, put his fucking foot down, and say, all three developers, each game needs this, this, and this, and every single title we need. Codcaster, rank play, every single thing we need, period. But it's not that way, because Infinity Ward, they come out, they do $1 billion in week one, and the shareholders are happy, and everybody's happy, and that is what it is.
You answer your own question. Activision is never going to take any short-term money, right? They're going to take they're always going to do what's best for the interest of the shareholders in their view. Okay? So
I'd love to be a shareholder.
You can be.
Really?
You just fucking go.
Anyone can buy stock.
No,
anyone can.
A large one. A large one that got in early.
I don't know. Is that?
Yeah, you'd have to be a big doggy dog.
No, you just have to have been born in 1980 in the United States to have any. Anyway, that aside, I for one, obviously the leak says what it says, but it's not. I until next week happens, I won't be able to tell you whether this thing is true or not, because for what I've been told is that this specific thing is part of the conversation for that entire day. So I will not be on the watch party on Thursday. Or I'll get there right after.
That's fine.
Oh my God, can you imagine he's fucking walking,
just dropping
fuming?
No, I would never.
Wait, the guy that tweeted it, how did he know? Like,
Deserto?
Yeah,
they're pretty reputable. Most of these, I feel like most of like the leakers these days are usually pretty accurate. Like Deserto, and they usually get like multiple decent sources before going live with someone like that.
Or there's like there's a possibility.
They're saying it's happening. They're saying it's done. So I guess my question for you is, because I don't know how these meetings work.
But I'm telling you,
or if you can answer this,
listen.
Is it a conversation, or can they just say this is happening? Eat shit.
I listen. All right. So first of all, this is coming from a reporter. This is coming from me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So again, no. Can they just make that decision? No, because we paid to be partners in this thing. Activision is one thing. Even Call of Duty is its own thing. But this thing in the middle, called the CDL, people invested money into, people invested brands into, people invested lives into. So no, they can't just make a decision in this partnership. Because once they sold the the IP rights to create this thing in the middle, everybody has a say in it because they are equal investors in these things as we are, because we're giving them money to create this thing. So we are partners. Partners means that you and I have to agree on something.
Correct.
Is Method's going to join? I don't know. Then you say yeah, and then I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. And then fine. Both of us made that decision. If one of us would have said no, I was always team Zin.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway,
Should have saw my phone.
Anyway, levity aside, they cannot do that. This is a partnership, and we all have to agree to do something like that.
That's good. You see, that gives me fucking
There's hope. Yeah, there's hope.
And so right now, that is not true. If it is true, and they went behind every owner's back,
You're gonna sue them.
whoa.
Nah, you can't do that.
Shotzi said that.
They'd walk in with Attorney Tony. I'd say, what's going on here? Bring this shit back to Twitch. I just
Methods.
want the big dog to get involved.
Methods Esquire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
So again, I don't know. You know what, Matt? Hit us.
Corduroys is providing the Green Wall with an exclusive discount code as we head into CDL Champs. Now through Sunday, June 18th, use offer code OpTic30 to receive 30% off any and all items at checkout. Corduroys has a wide range of beanbag selections, including beanbags for your pets. Each beanbag is durable, long-lasting, versatile, easily converted from a chair to a bed, making it perfect for all things, including a quick nap after long gaming sessions or during. Don't forget to use OpTic30 at checkout to receive 30% off your entire order.
JP hit us with the OWL team gets massive financial reprieve. Good word.
Real quick,
Rescinded.
all in all, we want to see this thing do good. We don't mean to
No.
beat a dead horse or sound
That's
negative. We just want things to
Yeah, this is Overwatch.
grow.
So Activision's Blizzard's Overwatch League teams get massive financial reprieve. We'll see remaining franchise fees rescinded. If you go down a little bit, it says Overactive Media. So you play for them.
Ultra.
The Toronto Ultra, who Overactive Media, which is a parent company of Toronto Defiant and also Ultra, released a statement. I think, from what I understand, that was some private information. But because they too are a publicly traded company, they had to make that statement for their shareholders,
Okay.
right? So I think that they're. I don't know who or what, how that happened. Not my business. None of my business. But you know, we got a text from our lawyer saying it's like, yo, don't talk about this, right? But I'm talking about this. I'm talking about the article that came out. But yeah, it says that the 12 inaugural teams in the OW paid approximately $20 million each to join the league. Expansion teams have joined the league in 2018, paid a premium, a total cost of around $30 to $35 million. Jeez. Since then, the team entry fees were reduced because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Not true, in my opinion. So after factoring all the fees and schedules, blah, 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 teams own 6 and 7.5 million is that the money that blah, 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 blah. Okay, you guys can go out and read it. I'm not gonna be here for that. But that is true. In the beginning, people were sold on the fact that, hey, I'm Activision. Robert Kraft put in $20 million. Put in $20 million so you're not gonna
Robert Kraft.
Put in $20 million so you're not gonna feel into this thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you can pay it up front or you can pay it in blah, blah, blah. Here you go.
Yeah.
Well, what do I get for that? Says Robert Kraft. He's like, well, you know, there are 90 million people playing this thing. And since you're from Boston, let me give you a list of Bostonians that play this game at the highest level. And these are your pro players. These top 5 ranked players are your pro players. And because it's such a popular game, everybody that plays, all 90 million people that watch this, saying those numbers are just, you know, crazy numbers. These 90 million people are going to watch it because it's the best people playing. So your audience is already way bigger than football. Your audience is way bigger than what you have right now.
They were telling people that.
And more importantly, the media rights that we're going to sell against this are going to be insane, and that's where we're going to make money. So as Robert Kraft is like, well, I understand media rights. I own the Patriots. Okay, Tom Brady, mine at the time. I understand media rights, and I know how much the NFL pays us, and I know that I can make a little bit of a profit. Some teams more often than not don't. Some break even, but they have an alpha investor like Robert Kraft that's made money elsewhere that can throw in cash. But I understand media rights. But right now there are no media rights because nobody's interested in those media rights because of several different factors. It can go from
Viewership.
one end to the next. But that is what it is. So you're interested? Yeah, I'm fucking interested. Of course, 20 mil after 2 years is going to worth 40 mil. As you guys saw there, it went from 20 to 35. The next entry fees that went on, so it went from $20 million franchise to a 35. That's a $15 million.
35
bump.
is fucking crazy.
35 to buy in.
20 is crazy. 35 million is ballistic. Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
To wait to buy in, though, right?
Yeah,
that is ballistic.
ballistic.
In 10 years, I am going to release all of the videos of mine, all my interviews on Vision that Hitch has locked away, where I say, this is why this thing is not going to work, and I'm going to be seen as the genius that I sometimes am accidentally. Okay?
Yes.
Because it is clear to you could ask pro players who are just pro players and have not started their entrepreneurial career and know nothing about fucking business, and they themselves would have been like, that makes no sense. You can ask the audience and fans that don't or haven't started the entrepreneurial business life that can say, no, this is not going to work. It makes no sense. It is not one, it's a brand new game, unproven, right? Overwatch was brand new. It was an unproven esport, and 20 million people, $20 million franchises were being sold to people. And I was like, yo, we shouldn't do that. Infinite, we shouldn't do this. Let's not do this. It was too late. We already committed.
Was there a big marketing push back then? Because the way I see it, if it's unproven and it's like a whole big thing, at that point, you just got to fucking just literally just have like the biggest marketing plan of all time. You got to have it on billboards in Seoul. You got to have it on billboards in New York City. You got to have it plastered everywhere. This is live, best gamers in the world. Like, and
even TV ads.
I could be wrong. Like, I feel like there hasn't been any good marketing for any of these things. But I don't know, that's a different thing. My question, or I guess there's two ways to look at it from where I sit. They relieve franchises from the rest of their pay, which I guess is seen as a good thing. But also, it's like it can kind of be seen as they're like giving up, like they're like getting ready to like, you know what I'm saying, end it. Like, you know what, keep your money, we'll keep this thing going, and then in a year or 2 or 3 years, it's like we're pulling the plug. Like that's my worry seeing something like that happen. Is like, I don't think it's coming from. I don't know.
If the plug is pulled,
is it coming
back
from
to CWL? Everyone's happy.
That's the problem. It needs to be a slow death, not a fast one, not a slow one. If we go to YouTube for 3 years and it's a fucking just slow, then we go back to Twitch, it's done.
It won't take that long.
I'd rather it die right now.
It won't take that long.
Jesus.
Seriously. I mean, if it's going to happen, it needs to happen quicker rather than slow.
Speaking facts, man.
You're speaking fast too. All right, I think we've spent enough time on that. Let's.
We just ran that one. Fucking.
The thing is like this. We were a team that was built on Call of Duty, and very quickly, the second that we started to blow up on YouTube, very famously, some fucking dude, some PR guy said OpTic's only big because of Call of Duty, and I said, fuck, you're wrong. And that's when Minecraft happened, and that's when we fucking blew the fuck up. And since then, the majority of our channels do not have a Call of Duty centric or Minecraft or Halo centric gameplay. It's all personality driven. From the beginning of time, we understood the program. From the beginning of time, we knew that this was a content play first that will allow us to pay players to compete and only focus about competing. Whether or not they won, they were still going to be able to pay their fucking bills, right? That was the goal from the beginning for us. Like, these guys are foregoing college. I got to make sure that there's paper in their pockets, and I don't want them to worry about having to win a tournament to pay bills, right? So content started to pay for everything else that we did. So again, new media company that focused and was really, really good at esports. We use esports as feeder to the hopper of the content machine that we are. Sure. So anyway, and I'll end. I think we all feel the same way. We love Call of Duty. It is our game. It is the thing that gave us the platform to come together. After that, it was all hard work and determination by us individually. So we care about it. We don't want it. We're raising flags and we're screaming at the top of our lungs, talking mad shit because we don't want this thing to disappear. And I don't think that the people up top realize that that's the path that we're going down, and that's unfortunate.
It is. Very.
Anyway, did you know that Apple mixed reality headset?
Dude, I saw this shit yesterday. It looks fucking
Crazy, right?
insane.
Scares the fuck out of me.
Why?
Dude, there's like a thing
I'm a
whenever
hater
you
of this type of
FaceTime
thing.
that reads like your body and it like projects an image of you.
Yeah.
So it's not like really you. It's like
Yeah.
AI you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a hater on I feel like we've already gotten very antisocial and like it's all very virtual based and social media.
Yep.
So like this type of shit worries me because it's like we're going down a rabbit hole that's already too deep and it's like we're just digging it and pretty soon there's going to be no human interaction.
Dude, it's like Black Mirror. This is like an episode of Black Mirror.
Dude,
this
literally.
shit.
Sebastian Maniscalco, he said it best. He's like, 20 years ago, someone knocks on your door. You're grabbing pastries. It's a party. Nowadays, someone knocks on your door. Honey, grab the shotgun. Who the fuck's at the door? That's serious though. Like back then, my mom had, a pastry set away for if company
Just in
comes
case.
over,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
having tea. It's great. Nowadays, what the fuck's at that door?
Bro, we cleaned our house every single day in case company came out. Mexican household survivor here. We had to clean under the couches as if my aunt or whoever came to visit was going to drop to her knees and look underneath to wipe her hands to see if the couch underneath was clean.
Yep.
The mom, what are we doing here?
House was always clean. You never know. Neighbors stopping by, dropping off.
I personally am
peaches.
excited about this.
Nah, this shit it's too much.
You think?
Yeah, it's too much.
Well, this is where we're going.
Is this basically like the VR shit anyways or no?
Yes.
It's like VR, but you can also like watch television on it.
You can
like,
sit courtside.
It's like real life VR. It's like
yeah.
You can sit courtside at the Mavs if you wanted to with this in your room.
This is different because you could actually like go in public and do this shit, huh?
dude, if I see anybody wearing these goggles in public,
The thing is this, it's like, think about how the original phone looked. The original brick phone. Can you bring up the original cell phone? It's a big gray. You've seen it, right?
Fucking good.
You've seen the original brick cell phone? The original cell phone? It was like this massive thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure.
you
Yeah.
had to pull the antenna out and shit.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. Fucking dude, it's like this big.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh my God.
There it is. There it is. Now look at the phones now. Look at the profile of this phone. More importantly, look at the fact that this phone can go in your pocket, and now your phone is actually really just this.
Well, it's not even a phone anymore.
Hold on. It's not even a phone, it's a computer and all that.
She
It's
invests
everything.
money.
Right. Ready? Now, what you're seeing now
You
is
could
the
live
same
off of this
is
alone.
the same iteration as this. Eventually, it'll be that. It'll be just glasses like that. When the nanotechnology gets advanced enough, is going to look that small. The goggles that you see there are going to look exactly like that, if not smaller.
Naturally.
At one point, eventually, they might be contacts.
That's terrifying.
Naturally, people were making jokes about this thing because the
on.
quality is insane.
You can really
Virtual
immerse
reality.
You can really immerse yourself into a certain world.
See, Ant instantly knew. I didn't even say anything.
Or not, just the way
Very-
you're fucking-
An immersive experience, if you will.
Dude, people were making some jokes.
But no, it literally is the Black Mirror episode, and
Dude, the amount of LED fucking pixels in it is more than like OLED TVs.
I already know he's getting one. I'm just gonna try him on.
Yeah, I know you're getting one.
I can't buy that.
Wait, who?
I don't think I'm getting one of these.
Why?
You're
Dude.
definitely buying it.
Yeah, Liv already put in her. She already said this.
23
is what I would
million pixels on each.
Can you imagine
lens.
walking into Hector's house, him, Liv, and Jude all walking around?
Beep, 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 beep. My COVID shot's activated.
Now, can you? I don't know this. Can you see through it? Like, can you use
I
them?
think
as,
so, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like, you
you
could
could.
like.
If someone appears right
Autobots,
in you,
turn off.
It'll like they're able to see your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can probably see right away. Go down.
Yeah,
a little
go
bit.
down a little bit.
No.
No, not there. That's artwork. That's fan art, which is very good, actually. Yeah, look, go down a little. Stay right there. Stay right there. Tell me why this has the same Nintendo colors as the first Nintendo.
It does look sick.
It's
Like,
sick.
it looks
It looks
cool.
futuristic because Nintendo was futuristic. These look like the Mags, the Air Mags from Back to the Future, the Nikes, the Nike shoes that
Yeah, I know
they
what
look
you're
like Air Mags. minus there's no blue in there, but it looks like the same sort of technology. It's got the rivets on the side that are cushions. I'm assuming.
I don't like
again, everything that you see here, it's the first iteration of this thing.
That's what's scary.
In 2 years, 3 years, when the technology gets big enough, and I don't know. Sometimes when I think about nanotechnology, and I'm not a fucking any genius out here. I'm not what do you call those engineers? But do you, with nanotechnology, build smaller and smaller machines that create smaller and smaller things to be able to do that? Because a machine can only get so small. I can't touch something small enough to a microchip, for example. Like, think about the machine that makes a microchip. Now, again, this is me talking like a fucking buffoon moron that doesn't understand that level of technology. But let's say this machine is the one that makes a microchip this big, a microchip this big, right? So that means that if I turn this big machine into a smaller machine like this, then this has to get
smaller.
Yeah, it scales down to that. And then that's when they put these things together into glasses. I don't fucking know. If there's an engineering genius out there, leave your name in the comments, and we'd love to have a little bit of a discussion with you for you to do this. Now,
I think this shit is insane.
This is for the metaverse. This is for the meta. You guys want me to talk about NFTs again?
Dude, we're literally about to be playing Ready Player One.
Yeah, no, we're literally Sims at this point.
I'm about to look to my left. Master Chief's about to be fucking jumping off something, and he's gonna be at a Starbucks. I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, you do understand that that's happening right now, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying
the Sims, Grand Theft Auto, they're all going to implement AI into them, which means that a regular Sims person or a regular person, you know those NFT, what do you call them? NPCs that are walking around in.
They're gonna be people.
Yeah, they're going to be injected. In theory, they're going to be given artificial intelligence, which means that they're going to be born into a world, and eventually they're going to learn so much that they're going to start questioning their old existence.
Let me out. What? What?
It's looking up here. Please kill me. Kill me. Bro, I've seen too many movies, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's happening. I mean,
the hell is Kirby doing at Portillo's?
It is a scary, scary thing.
That's
for
like
sure.
the movie with Reynolds, the nice guy, or
Yeah,
what is,
That's good shit.
I mean, if they're born with AI, I mean, my mind just goes to it. Fucking.
Oh man.
To what?
Huh?
It goes where?
Dude, I don't. People are about to start banging AI and shit.
Nice.
I mean, they are.
Hey.
They're gonna have a little port in the wall, like R2D2, that you walk up to and shit. Time for a blowy. And you walk on over. Like, that shit's about to get insane, dude.
If you're in a Discord with stream snipers, paying people real money to kill your favorite streamer, you got to get a grip.
How does that work?
Wait.
You got to get a firm grip. There's a
What?
Discord where
Why
you
the
get
fuck
paid.
am I trending?
Wait.
You get paid real money.
Yeah.
If you kill the streamer that they want you to kill in game.
There isn't a single time where I would open Twitter. I'm like, why the fuck is Seth trending?
Dude, it's I don't know why.
And then I click.
I feel like it's
bro,
glitched.
No, click on that. And
bullshit.
it's some political shit from like Europe. Click on that, and then we'll go back to it. No, go to latest. Go to latest. Silly. There you go. I'm worried that the perspective.
It's
What?
it's
Watch party talk.
No, well, huge L yet again. Anyway, there was some political shit that I almost retweeted. It's like something. Go up. Okay, no, you're good. All right, go back to whatever. So tell me about this. What's happening?
There's a Discord where it's like a bunch of people, stream snipers, who will join your lobby and try to kill you in game, and they're getting paid real money to do so. So let's say Scump's up next. They'll pay money to whoever goes and kills him, and what the fuck do you get out of that? Seeing Scump die on stream. Yeah, but what?
In Bitcoin, it could be fucking 5 million in 20 years.
I mean,
Insanity.
this is really just sick.
It's sick
This
behavior.
is sick behavior.
Wait, who's paying them though?
I mean, just whoever. I guess whoever's in the Discord and wants to see Scump die in Warzone.
But what if they don't pay though? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how it works. All I know is these people are sick.
Nah, it might be actually. I don't know. T-Dog, isn't that fucking
T-Dog Smitty's on there?
T-Dog. It's just T-Dog 10.
$10 for T-Dog? Oh, I guess it's different prices for different
It's
streamers.
$25 for in. Wait, what?
Shazam's the highest.
I'm more interested in why number 1 is only Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then number 2 is Ethereum, Bitcoin, and PayPal. And then as you go lower, it's Ethereum, Bitcoin, PayPal, Zelle.
Because so I'm assuming the person offering the bounty gets to decide where. So one person wants Shazam's head, I'll give you Bitcoin or Ethereum.
But why though?
Whoever wants Prod,
I have no idea. Wait, can you click on
or
the actual thing?
Kaide,
Click on the image.
I'll throw PayPal in as well.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Yeah, I cannot read that. All good.
All streams updated weekly.
Methods
I
1000.
heard about this, but I didn't really know like how it works, honestly. Because I heard people were like throwing matches and stuff like that, but I don't know how they're getting paid exactly.
You want me to fucking weasel my way in there, get some info? Create a burner?
What if this is like
I'll stream snipe Shiatsu for 50
what if
$50?
what if this is a
off
bet?
stream. I FaceTime you.
That would be sickening.
I show you the fucking screen.
That would be sickening.
What if this is
I
a
can
bet
imagine.
though? What if you paid $10 to win 50? Like, hey, I'll pay $10 to you to go stream snipe and kill Shazam. If I am able to complete that, you give me the 50 ETH or Bitcoin. Is that what this is? Because that makes more sense
No,
than
I don't
just.
think so.
I don't think so.
So this is
I
just
think they just want
duh?
to see it happen.
Yeah,
I think they
they're
want to see the
just-
world burn.
I mean, that's sickening behavior.
Yeah. I mean, they just want to see the world fucking burn.
that's
Dude, I think
fucking
people are
insane.
fucking hilarious.
This is not hilarious. This is
Wait,
weird.
go-
It's
This
this
sick
is,
behavior, but it's
this
so
is
funny.
very
Go
weird.
down where his reply, like, yeah.
Oh, just a link to his YouTube video.
I am happy for Jake Lucky doing his own thing again. Go down. T-Dogs. What's so remind me of Disco server where they pay them to stream snipe. Exactly what I was thinking. This is I don't know the point of it. I don't ever want to know the point of it. I get annoyed already when we run into people that are I haven't played video games in like fucking 3 months, so I don't care. I do miss it though.
What's next?
There's nothing. The PGA merges with Live. All I know is that at some point or another, PGA or Live better get their act together and try to do something with the good boys. They're still living in an old school reality, and they forget about the importance of.
Speaking of golf,
Yeah, we're going to
Nadeshot's
golf
golf-a-thon.
retreat. Tell them what the plan is.
Friday, 18 holes. Saturday, 36 holes. Sunday, another 18 holes.
Golf.
I
I will
love it,
be
man.
poolside the whole time. I might go for like 3-4 holes,
Yeah.
just to hang out.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be like 100 every day. We're going to Arizona.
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be like 100 degrees every day.
Oh, you're chucked.
I'm going because Fwiz, I mean, obviously Nadeshot, but I'm going golfing because I'm driving Fwiz around, which means that I get to hang out with Fwiz the entire day and watch him just talk shit to everyone. And there's nothing more glorious than to hear that fast mouth mother just fucking go off on everyone in a fucking endless rant of stream of words that just somehow connect and make sense of something. It's going to be awesome.
I'm excited to go. I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. We're just I just get really busy, so like we're traveling the next 4 weeks for shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
5 weeks, I
Yep.
think, actually.
Yep. Jude's family's coming into town this weekend, and I'm like, I gotta go. And then she's like, what? We have that? I'm like, you know what?
We have this, then Champs, then Halo R major,
Yeah.
and then after that, I go back to Vegas for something.
Gambling.
Actually, I don't even know if I can say that. I've already said it.
Gambling.
They cut it. Yo, cut that shit.
And then
Nah,
the
leave
week
it.
after that, I think I have something else, but I don't really know. But it gets crazy. This next month gets crazy, and it's my birthday at the end of the month.
Ooh, are we doing something?
No, probably not. I'll probably want to sit on my couch at this rate.
Let's we'll go to your house.
Let's do a vacation in
We
September.
could do a
man.
pool party. Well, actually, we can't do anything on my birthday because day one of our Halo major is on my birthday, June 30th.
Really?
Day one is
We will get dinner.
How old? 28?
Yeah, 28.
Damn.
26th in August for me.
Yeah.
Me, Maniac, and Bella, same birthday. It's
You're
fucking
20 what?
26. I turned 26.
Wait, what is your 15th?
Yeah.
And my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Everyone's a 15.
Leo's?
It's a star-studded lineup there.
Yes, it is.
My pops, legendary, made me. Can you imagine?
We'll do dinner on your birthday at night. Glorious dinner.
Up in Frisco.
Glorious.
Listen,
Ernesto's.
the second I think the Omni at the PGA in Frisco open, and it's got 5 5-star restaurants. So we're that's where we're going from here on out.
Really?
I love the Charleston stuff, and I love
We got like 5 new hella good spots.
We got 5 new hella good spots, and we also have the Cowboy Club, which is phenomenal. We just, it's not somewhere we frequent anymore.
There's shishito peppers.
Mi Cocina, we haven't been in a while. You don't really like it that much.
Pass.
Really?
Yeah, and I will say that's Live in Jude's. One of Lives in Jude's favorites. Just I'm really Mexican. You know what I mean?
I like their.
I'm really Mexican, not like, or my wife or my kid. They don't like spicy food like I do. I need that shit burning. I need one.
You don't like spicy, Ant?
No, I do.
What?
I do.
Like how spicy?
Like fucking
1 to 10.
Taki spicy.
Ooh,
Taki
I fuck with
spicy.
Takis.
You eat enough Takis, they get a
Actually,
little
Takis
hot.
is not even hot, bro. That's just weak.
I agree.
Like what's spicy?
Like a serrano pepper.
I don't know.
And I don't know why I said
Those are
pepper
hot.
like that.
Yeah.
Those are hot.
Serranos are really, really
Wait,
good.
what's like another thing that I could think of that's like
Habanero, jalapeno.
Habaneros is not
Nah,
from my
but
region, so it's not my
I'm
thing.
trying to give him like an actual
Tapatio?
food that he would eat.
You like Tapatio?
yeah, that's not hot.
No, it's not. No,
Okay,
that's.
so he has decent spice tolerance.
And if you're a restaurant out there that has tapatio on your table for your fucking tacos, know that tapatio is only for fucking fruit and snacks.
I use it on cucumber.
Dude, a Serrano ruined my dinner
yes.
one night.
Salsa buffalo for cucumbers. Woo!
Wait, Tapatio is fire on tacos.
It alters the flavor.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for
too
this
much.
episode of the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. So if you guys enjoyed the podcast, do remember to leave a like, and we would ask that you share it with somebody. Don't be fucking selfish. Share that with
Tapatio's fire
somebody.
on tacos. I don't give a fuck.
What the fuck are you saying?
Tapatio is fire on tacos.
No, it is not. I don't think you know what you're saying.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
The tapatios, Cholula, or what's the other one?
What about Tapatio on eggs?
Frank's
Chululu? Or did you say that?
Tapatio on eggs is acceptable,
Cholula?
I think.
The only let's end it here. My dear Mexicans, do not feel offended. Do leave a like. Don't blaspheming here. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
We just went crazy.
For somebody that makes that good of birria tacos, spicy.